don't know if y'all know animals, but eagles, if you know the history of eagles, eagles at a point in time in their life, they have to go through a rebranding process where they basically have to pluck their feathers off and break their beak and all of that and regrow the beak and all of this. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. I felt like one of those. And I see why it's our national animal, bro. Because how many times as Americans we go through so much turmoil, bro, and we come out resilient. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those things. It was a test of my faith in self. It was a test of just who I was as an individual, bro. And I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't, if I could do it over again, I wouldn't change it at all.
What was the actions you took to commit to the fitness journey? Like I see you got Gotf. What is give us a little bit about that. Like break that down for us a little bit.
So with the Gotf, it was born out of that. It was born out of me being in a weak moment, a sense of failure, a sense of not feeling adequate enough to deliver, to be, you know what I'm saying? Or even like, you know what I'm saying? So it was at my 0 point. It was my ground zero. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, me and my baby mother separated 2 years or a year after that, not too long ago after that. So that on top of the health issues, the breakup, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that really just, bro, when I say ground zeroed me, bro, it ground zeroed me. You know what I mean? But I stayed in the gym, bro. Like it got to the point where I just work, gym, and I was being in the gym for hours, bro, to the point where the people that's working at the gym is looking at me like, yo, bro, what are you trying to go to the US Open or something? Like, you been in here. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, I still have gas in the tank. I'm not about to go home with more gas in the tank. That's crazy. I need to go home and go to sleep. Like, and that was my thing for a couple months, bro. I had to rebrand myself because you got to understand, like, when you're going through breakups and stuff like that, things get said that hurt you. We all know. When a woman breaking up with you, what they say? You some broke bomb, you some broke dude, you dig this or whatever. This guy treats me better. Like anything that makes you feel a sense of inadequacy as a man, bro. Like, you know, we built up on pride, right? So this was one of the foundations that geared me into like, you know what? She said she gonna find a better man. I'm gonna be the better man. It ain't gonna be for her, but it's gonna be for me. She told me that, yo, all of these things, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. Instead of me going to find another female, right, and getting my hurt off with other female, let me really ask myself, am I a broke ass motherfucker? Am I this? Am I that? And bro, for the first time, and the only reason I was able to do that because of other humbling experiences in my life. So remember, it was added to my nervous system. You know what I'm saying? So being humble wasn't nothing hard for me to go do, right? Accountability was nothing hard for me to go do because I've already opened up that segment in my nervous system of like, I've been here before, like I've been humbled before. Let me sit in this arena and figure out what the sport is, right? So when she said all that, I sat in that shit and I asked myself like, yo, am I a broke person? Am I all of this? And I fixed it. Even if some of the things she said that wasn't true, I just made sure I crossed T's and dot I's and make sure that I was good in that area. And I thank her so much for that because so much was born out of that. I later on it's crazy because I later on ended up getting my certifications to be a personal trainer at the same time going to CDL school to drive trucks. Not only that, bro, I started discovering how to really grow the body and push it to the limits. After a while, I just kept going and seeing the results and, you know, going to other trainers and going to these people in the gym and figuring out what is the anatomy of the human body that can help me build and grow muscle in a healthy way. What are the right things I need to eat? What are certain, like how often should I take rest, right? All of these things, bro. So I went ahead and did all of this stuff. My time of hurt, my time of just feeling inadequate, right? Because I was really searching. I had nothing to give or nothing to have of value. So at that time, I couldn't show off. I couldn't give you something that I thought was adequate. So a sense of adequacy because somebody else got more than what I got. It's almost like, for instance, this guy got a Benz and I got a Honda. But my Honda has a Japanese motor in it. It's JDM, so you got your Benz, but your Benz is just a Benz. Mine's is you know, I have everything. I got the exhaust pipes, I got the spoilers, I got the. That's just somebody's trying to make themselves feel bigger in a light that's already in presence. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I sat in the dark, bro, when people had their light. And was appreciative to even have them even share that light with me over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's oftentimes you gotta leave yourself in the dark to appreciate any type of light beam that comes over in your corner, bro. And that's how I was able to build up myself and get myself to who I am today, bro. Accountability was nothing hard for me to go do because I've already opened up that segment in my nervous system of like, I've been here before, like I've been humbled before. Let me sit in this arena and figure out what the sport is, right? When she said all of that, I sat in that shit and I asked myself like, yo, am I a broke person? Am I all of this? And I fixed it.